Today's show is brought to you by Recontext. That's right, Recontext. Call 217-670-1132 and get your car a detail. How about a detail? Get the car looking better than it was when it was new. Or ask them about coatings. A Tsunami coating could give you a 3-year, a 5-year, a 7-year coating on your car. That means during the life of the coating, you don't have to wax your car. Just take it through a car wash and let it sparkling clean. Get it done at Recontext today, 217-670-1132. And ask right now about a remote starter, remote car start, you guys. That's you can get your car started and warm before you even get in it. And now with snow coming, this is the time of year where you want to take advantage of a great price on a remote car start. It's fantastic. It'll change your life. Trust me, you can get it done for a great price at Recontext, 217-670-1132. And Just Beds. That's right, Just Beds, located at 3120 Montvale Drive. Just Beds is the place that can give you an 8-hour sleep. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't it be magnificent to get a great sleep from Just Beds? They will get you nice and comfortable. You get in for a good sleep, a nice bed. All you do is go in there, lay in a bunch of beds, pick the one you want. They have all sizes available. They got your single, your doubles, your queen, king, whatever you want. They got it at Just Beds. And when you find your bed, you just pay for it and go home. They deliver it. And they show up to your house. They set your new bed up. They even take down your old bed and dispose of it properly at Just Beds. Just Beds, 3120 Montvale Drive. Well, here we are. Welcome, everybody. It's Ray Lytle's Pastor. I am Ray Lytle. That's Dan making all the noise over there.
Sorry, forgot I was on.
It's all right. That's all right. We love hearing your shuffling and ordering Christina around. We love to hear all that stuff happening. Now he shuts off the mic, of course.
See, there we go. Somebody has to keep her in line.
See, now that Steve isn't here, I'm glad that I have at least some people thinking about what he would be doing were he with us. And you guys hear from him yesterday?
We actually just heard from him this morning.
Yeah, what's he do? What's he doing this morning?
He said he's not feeling very well. He's not going to be on this morning, but he should be on tonight.
Oh boy, he got out of jumping on with us this morning, did he?
All part of the plan, I think.
Boy, yeah, I don't know what he's. So he said he's not feeling good.
Yeah. The latest update we had prior to that is they think the infection from his foot stressed his heart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what caused his heart attack. Is his foot was so dirty. Oh, how dirty!
It gave him a dirty heart.
Yeah, and that's what gave him a dirty heart. By the way, is that not what I just predicted? Didn't I just say that Sunday or not? Or Monday? When was it? Monday? When did
it was yesterday?
No, when did he first go to the hospital? Tuesday, right? Was it Tuesday that he went in?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
no, what is today?
Today's Thursday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. So it actually was the dirtiness of the foot was so bad that it affected his heart. I'll be damned. Hey, by the way, I need to ask, did somebody send me popcorn oil?
Wasn't me.
Because my wife tells me yesterday, by the way, popcorn oil, does it shock you? Does it shock anyone that someone sent me popcorn oil?
Are we talking the butter stuff or the oil to cook it in?
The coconut butter popcorn oil that they make movie theater popcorn with.
Wait, is that all they sent?
Yeah, somebody sent me
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Well, I was asking because it's over. It's of course it's at my daughter's because
there's our culprit.
Well, no,
there's our culprit.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So DA sent it. Thanks, DA. Well, my wife, we got a bunch of Amazon packages, and my wife picked them up and took them to my daughter's house because I guess she decided that, well, you know, they put Ray Lytle on it. They must have put the wrong name on it.
Surely this was meant for us, not him.
Yeah, and it went over to my daughter's house. So I was
Wow.
like, what? So DA says that's part 1 of 2 gifts. Thanks, DA. So obviously he sent me, DA's the one who sent me some popcorn oil. Well, now I can get it back.
Yeah, because it really
Yeah.
was meant for you.
Yeah, because it was meant for me, which is very nice, by the way. Yeah.
Puddin says what you and your wife use in bed is just between you, Ray.
Oh, good God.
Better get the rubber sheets.
Because of the hundreds of Amazon packages, one was actually for me, which was nice. And so he says there's a second one coming.
Mhm.
Make sure you tell me what's in the second one so I can, you know, so I know what it is so that my daughter's not, so it's not over at my daughter's house. Because, you know, God forbid something show up for me. So, but thank you, DA. It's a nice, I'll get a nice gift, I guess. When I get it, I'll know for sure. But if it's a way to make popcorn at my house, I think that's what it is, right? I think he's sending me.
Well, I'm sure the popcorn's coming next.
Yeah, I'm sure it's some way to make it in my house. I would love that.
Mhm.
So thank you, DA. Oh, here you go. DA just sent me something. Oh, I gotta check it out on Facebook. So I'll see what he sent me, and then it'll let me know. It'll let me know what it is. So I think he just sent me a picture or something. Hold on, I'm checking. Here it is. Oh, that's nice. DA, that is so nice. Holy shit.
I'm going to guess it's a popcorn maker.
Wow. Yeah, it's a popcorn maker.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
Thanks, DA. Damn.
Movie theater popcorn anytime you want.
Yeah, I gotta grab that before my wife takes it over to my daughter's house. That is a really nice gift. Thanks, DA. Holy shit. Wow. That's my kind of gift. Oh shit. Wow, that looks perfect. Because I love popcorn. Yeah. You should see it. It's some kind of popcorn machine that, you know. Now we're talking.
Cool.
Damn. Anyway, how you guys doing?
All right.
Cold.
Cold.
Is it going to snow today?
I don't know. It's 35 right now. The ground is still a little wet, so even if it snows, it's not going to stay unless it gets a lot colder.
Well, I don't need it to stay. I'm just worried about working out today. Because if it's snowing, I don't want to drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and the other reason is I'm sore. Just because I haven't worked out in a while, so I'm really sore.
Right.
But if everything's right, I want to go at least get a workout in, and you know.
Well, as of right now, the radar is clear. So it was supposed to start snowing last night and then do it again tonight. So unless they changed it again, I don't know what's going on.
I guess it was snow. I guess it was snowing south of here.
Yeah.
Yesterday, but it didn't snow here. Thank God.
This is saying snow possible afternoon.
Yeah.
Let's look what the National Weather Service sent me.
I just want to be able to work out, you know. At least get in there and get it done, you know, before any snow happens, you know.
Right.
Work out after the show. But then we have a second show. You know, we have 2 shows today. So we got our first show is the free one for everybody. And then the second show is a subscriber only show. And you're saying that Steve said he's only going to do the night show. He's not doing this show.
Yeah.
Damn. So at least they told him what's going on. They told him his foot was so dirty
Mm-hmm.
that it stressed out his heart, and that's what caused his heart attack. Well, you know, I mean, how long has Dan been telling him to get that checked for? Like 2 months, right? Or longer?
She was telling him the last time she was over there cleaning that he needs to. Well, I have an appointment in February. No, dude, you need to go now.
Yeah, like you need to call and get that appointment moved
I
up.
remember Brady was at Steve's house. Okay. Brady was at Steve's house and he was doing stuff for Steve, and Steve said, "Oh, my leg is hurt. Can you do me a favor and wrap it for me?" And Brady was like, and Steve showed him his foot, and Brady was like, "Oh my God, how come this isn't wrapped?" And Brady took a picture of it,
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
and it looked disgusting. And when I looked at that, I was like, "Oh my God, how was he not at the hospital for that?" Oh my God.
Email I got from National Weather Service says this area is in the 66% range of tenth of an inch of snow or more.
See, I just don't want it to affect driving.
Well, you know how people around here are. You see a snowflake and they start driving like idiots
Yeah, I know. That's sort of the
because people
that's
are
the fear.
morons.
That's the fear.
There's only like 12 people in the state that can drive in snow, and none of them live here besides me.
Well, I never try to drive too fast in snow. I just try to drive consistent. And most people try to speed up, and oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brady says that foot was bad.
Yeah.
He says he tried to bandage it when he and Bree took groceries over, but it was rough. Yeah, because that foot looked. I got a picture of it, but I'm not going to share it. You guys would be too disgusted by it, but yeah.
It's pretty foul.
And Jeff says, Ray, the gay cruise voucher was for you too, not Bella.
God damn
Thanks,
Jeff.
Yeah. Damn. DA says that popcorn maker he's sending me is
Mhm.
just like the movie theater.
Really?
Yeah, and the coke, the oil that he sent me is movie theater popcorn oil. So,
Okay.
oh yeah,
It's a great gift.
it's coming back to my
We're going to be
house.
going to watch movies at Ray's.
Yeah, we should have movie night.
Yeah. Movie night at Ray's.
I will 100% have my wife steal that back from my daughter because my popcorn maker, and it says my popcorn maker might be here today. DA, thank you. My God. That's a gift, my man. Thank you. That's so awesome.
He gives the best gifts,
Damn.
Yeah.
doesn't he?
He really does give good gifts. That one he sent to Christina, that's enjoyable. Some of his gifts can be a pain in the ass, but they're enjoyable.
So when you guys send me gifts, please mark for Ray Lytle, not Bella Lytle on it. So please leave at Ray House on gift, so my wife knows not to take it over to my daughter's house.
Yeah, because even if it says Ray Lytle, it gets misinterpreted as
It gets
Bella
taken
Lytle.
over.
Yeah.
There. I'll be damned. We have a lot of Amazon gift. We have a lot of Amazon shit sent here.
You should see our we have a burn pile where we put all our stuff in that goes out to be burned.
Yeah.
On the back porch. Usually it's just a box or a couple of boxes. It's a friggin' stack right now.
All
Yeah.
Amazon.
All Amazon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazon or Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I can. I would love to see how much money I give to Amazon in a year. I'd love to see. You know what I mean? How much stuff goes to Amazon? Damn. Oh well. I see people are wishing us good morning. Brady said good morning. Tom gave us a good morning. Irene said first. She wasn't first, but I guess she was the first Facebook. Yeah, way to go. Adam said good morning. Karen gave us a good morning. DA said Ray's in Steve's room doing a mobile unit.
That'd be funny.
I am not. My daughter and her boyfriend were over last night, and they wanted to know Steve's room number so they could go by and see him in the hospital.
We have that.
And I thought that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do that, I said I'm not doing it. But poor Steve. Any idea how long he's going to be in there? Have they decided that yet? Or
He did tell us his enzyme levels had leveled out. They're not coming down, but they've leveled out. So I'm assuming they're going to want him to get the levels down before he goes anywhere.
His body's still stressed from the foot.
Yeah.
Could you imagine them having to tell him? Them to have to tell him his foot was so dirty that it affected his heart. Oh my God. Diane said, good morning, all. Vogue said, morning, Raymond, Christina, Dan, and chat room. Oh. Karen said, happy birthday, Elliot. Elliot's birthday today, huh?
Yep. He's 15 today.
Yeah, I saw his picture that you put up, the one where he looks really happy at church, by the way.
That boy, he hates his picture taken, first off, and he will not smile. He absolutely refuses.
He didn't look too happy to be at church, I'll tell you that.
Well, he wanted to go to church.
Yeah,
He just didn't want his picture taken.
He didn't look too happy about church. It looked like he was very anti-church.
He enjoyed it. He's been wanting to go for a while.
Yeah.
He did enjoy it, and he wants to go back. Yeah. He just doesn't want cameras pointed at him.
He wants us to start going back on Sunday, so.
Oh, now he wants you guys to go. Oh, God.
I don't have a problem with it. We used to go every Sunday before COVID.
You guys went to church every Sunday? Way to go. Look at you. Gabriel looked like he enjoyed it.
Oh, he loved it. He was round for sound.
Gabriel loves that church.
Mm-hmm.
I was more like Elliot in the picture. I loved when I didn't have to go to church. Oh my God. Oh. When my mom would, she'd bitch about making us going to church. And then we got to an age, I finally got to an age where I realized where I decided not to go.
Yeah.
And then my mom tried this thing, guilting me about not going to church. But I was so happy that I didn't have to go. She was like, well, don't you feel good about not going to church? I'm like, fuck yeah, I feel great.
Wow.
Great about not going to church. Oh, yeah. What? The guilting didn't work. And she realized, oh, no, I've created a monster. I have no problem with anyone's religious beliefs. That's not the problem at all. Church is just too damn early. If it was like in the afternoon, oh hell, I'll be going to church all the time. But I'm not waking up early on a Sunday morning to go to church. But,
DC said, why would you go every Sunday? It's not like God changes the rules every week because it's still those same 10 that Charlton Heston had, right?
Yeah. I mean, but I understand that some people love it and enjoy it, and that's great. But man, my mom tried guilting us, and it was, and it just did not take, you know. And none except Bodine, when he got married, he turned Catholic. So Bodine's, I think Bo goes, but that's it. Nobody else in my family, none of the other brothers have any interest in it, or sister have any interest in it, you know. But I think it's because she tried to guilt us into going. So, you know, I think what you're doing is right, Christina. You don't guilt the kids into going. They just, you know.
No.
You said Elliot went to you and said we should go.
He's been asking for a while.
Yeah.
Can we go back to church?
And he's been going to church events and the church with his friends in Athens. And then I think that got him back into, hey, let's go back to church.
Well,
And then when we went for Christmas, that he got hooked again. He's like, can we, as soon as the service was over and we got outside, he's like, can we start going back on Sundays? And I said, that's a possibility.
You see, my mother should have taken advice from you. She'd have taken Christina's shitty parenting advice. We would have been churchgoers.
My mom used to make me and my sister go to church on Sundays while she stayed in bed. She sent us off.
Yeah.
My mom did that to us too.
I mean, we were born Methodist, but when we moved up here from North Carolina, there wasn't a Methodist church that would send you a bus. So she picked the church that was the furthest away from our house, the complete opposite end of town with the bus. It was, and the bus would come and get us, and we'd spend all day on the bus and then go to church and spend all day coming back. And that way Mom could get some sleep on Sundays.
So you rode a bus to church? Oh my.
Yeah, the bus would come get us.
Well, that's nice. That is nice, I guess.
We did too when we were younger. Mom made us go so she could sleep in. And then if they did get up, they'd go out and eat. So, you know.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to
Lunch
pay for you
outlet.
because you're at church.
Exactly. They didn't have to drag us with them or pay
Yeah.
for us. Or
Listen, I just wasn't a fan of waking up early because I started playing a band when I was 14 years old. I'm not going to get up and go to church. I've been playing all night. There's no way. It's not going to happen. And she would try to guilt me into going to church. I'm like, no, that's not how it works for me. You know what I mean? I needed to have one day of sleep. So I was just saying, if they moved church, but the Catholics have it right. I dated some Catholic girls, and they'd be like, yeah, well, yeah, we can go out Saturday, but we got to move it to after whatever. And I go, why? Well, because I go to church. And I go, what? Girl goes, I go to church. I'm like, oh, you guys have church on Saturday night? Oh, that's awesome. That's fucking odd. People usually don't say that regarding church. And I go, well, listen, that's a great, you can get your church out of the way and not have to get up Sunday mornings. Girl goes, yeah. And I go, oh, that's fantastic. And I go, oh, I wish I was Catholic. And the girl said, well, you weren't born Catholic, so sorry, now your life's going to be hell if you tried to convert. And I was like, what? And then this girl tried explaining to me about how to convert, like how much trouble it is. Oh, it seems better to just lie and say you were born Catholic, of which I could have done. I mean, I was a Mexican kid, and I have a sister of my grandfather's was a nun. But my great grandmother, I told you guys this story before. My great grandmother was adopted by a Baptist family on a mission to Mexico. They adopted my great grandmother. So she said everyone has to be Baptist because, that's who adopted her. So, she had great reverence for the Baptist community. So, then when my mom was born, my grandmother told her, you have to be Baptist. And my grandfather was like, well, she could be a Catholic. And my grandmother was like, no. She is a Baptist, just like my mother was a Baptist. And, so that's how it all happened. But I could have been
church. It's fucking awesome. Brought to you by the 2024 Let's Go to Church campaign.
Well, I know that the girl told me. The girl told me that's not how you should say that. But I thought Saturday night church would have been cool as hell. You know, I probably would have stuck with Catholicism. Or
I got in trouble for dropping an S-bomb in church.
Oh yeah, out in the corridor, he yelled shit. Out here breaking shit, and I looked at him like,
I dated a Jewish girl who also they had a Saturday service that I thought was pretty cool. And but she was as when I was going to college, I went out with this girl who was Jewish, but she had to hide it. And I was like, well, why are you hiding it? She goes, I don't want these people to find out I'm Jewish. And I'm like, what? She goes, a lot of weirdos in this school because it was a RLDS.
Oh, okay.
Big RLDS population at the college I went to. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. You know, whatever, but she would always hide it.
Ray, we have an update from Kelly.
Oh, yeah?
They sent her mom to St. John's cardiac unit last night per request of the Prairie Heart Institute, so she doesn't have to run into Steve.
Thank God. Okay. So Kelly's mother is not under fear of going to Memorial to be with Steve. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Well, we got one thing good for her.
Well, Kelly, we hope your mom has a speedy recovery.
I hope your mom didn't have a dirty foot that stressed out her heart like Steve.
She said she's been in there since Christmas night.
oh wow.
Well, Kelly, I hope it all works out.
That sucks. Did she at least give her gifts?
Unwrap this before you go.
Right?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Instead of making you wait till she gets back. Don't open anything till I get back.
I see my brother's in the chat room.
Where?
Yeah, he said,
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
morning, my favorite pick is my mugshot. I have no idea what that's regarding. I don't know. Yeah.
Rick says he made a dude religious when he beat a dude so bad.
The guy said, please
Oh,
stop.
God, please
Oh,
stop.
shit.
Jesus, please. You beat a man into the Lord.
Oh,
But yeah, he knows what I'm talking about because we were kids. My mom, tried guilting us into church, and it didn't work. That's why none of us are. I really think that made us,
It sounds like your mom should have been Catholic because Catholics are all about the guilt.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, that's a Bodine converted to Catholicism as an adult, so he had to go through all the classes and everything.
Yeah.
Where if you're just born into it, you're just you're good. You're good to go. But
Your brother says he went fishing instead of going to church.
I hated church, but I didn't hate the niceness of church people or anything like that. I just hated waking up on a Sunday morning.
So if church were later in the day, you'd have been okay with it.
Well, not on Sundays, because that's football, and I pick football over church 100% of the time. 100% of the time, but I think that's why church is so early, so people can get out in time to watch football. So church understands they're not going to win in a head-to-head with football. But I'm telling you, forcing your kids to go is not that doesn't work. You can't force them.
Yeah, you take them once, and if they like it, you keep going. If they have an issue with it,
You look at the people who have attended church their whole lives. They're people that made the decision on their own to go to church, not being forced to go. Look, Karen says her mom made them go to church until they were out of high school. After that, everybody quit going. They quit going. Yeah, because when you make someone go, of course, when they're given a choice, they will decide to not go.
I've always been one to let decisions like that stay up to my kids. You know, I don't. You're not old. I never told them you can't listen to this kind of music.
Yeah.
I never told them you have to go to church. I mean, I don't really mind going to church.
Yeah.
If you want to go, we'll make it happen. If you don't, you know, stuff
We
like
never-
that should be left up to the individual.
Yeah, we never my wife's Catholic, and now I'm American Baptist. You know what I mean? But we've never forced any kind of religion on my daughter. I figured out that she would figure out her own.
Mhm.
At some point, she would figure out what she wanted to be. You know what I mean? And it's not my decision. Not my decision to decide what she wants to be. I tried not to force any of that stuff on her.
Yeah, you can't really force beliefs into people.
Yeah.
You let them get old enough till their brain is able to process their own beliefs, and then let them decide.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was happy not. I was happiest not going to church.
Jeff says try Baptist school for 7 years. Quit your bitching.
Wow, he went to Baptist school for 7 years.
Wow.
Oh, damn. Like my brother says, some of those church folks, some freaky,
Yeah, I don't know what he's.
are some freak. I don't know what he's talking.
We get the idea. Some of the churchy folks are really freaky behind closed doors. I'm getting
but
that's what he's.
There's a bunch of non-churchy folks that are also freaky behind closed doors. There's a bunch of people that are freaky behind closed doors. I don't know.
Closed doors. Hell, we'll do it with the doors open.
You're that freaky.
Want to go out in the yard later?
Sure, why not?
I don't know. I wish my mother wasn't. If she wasn't so forceful in trying to make us go, we might have had a couple end up religious. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Instead of telling you you have to be Baptist.
Yeah. Then we'd be like, no, I'm not gonna go. Not. I'd want to make my own decisions.
Corey says the Baptists don't even acknowledge each other when they're in line at the liquor store. Well, you can't notice each other in the liquor store because then you have to talk about it at church. Like, hey,
There's two types of Baptists. There's Southern Baptists, which are they don't even allow dancing. You know what I mean? They're very, very.
The Kevin Bacon Footloose Baptists.
Yeah, and then there's American Baptist, which is a more moderate and it's a more easygoing and more liberal. I don't mean liberal in political sense. I mean liberal as in a value sense. Liberal minded.
Yeah, and the Southern Baptists
are very, very conservatively, fundamentally. Yeah.
But there's also some Southern Baptists that if you're not dancing, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I'm just saying that the exact opposite are the American Baptist. I was American Baptist. I was never a Southern Baptist. But it's not, So there's a couple different types of Baptists. Yeah. I was not the crazy one. I don't know if they're crazy, but I was not the. I certainly wasn't the strict anti-everything Baptist, Because I guess I'm not anything. Yeah. Yeah, Corey says Southern Baptists are very strict. That's what he was for a little bit as a kid. No dancing, no drinking. But you pipe your wife in the lip for making dinner wrong, that's okay. Yeah, that's absolutely. That's not. I was not Southern Baptist. I was American Baptist, which there's a difference, I guess. So I was not that. was not that type of Baptist. No. What's wrong with you? That says that that's going out like I typed that.
Had your name on it. You must have said it.
How did we get on this subject? Were we just talking about Steve being in the hospital, and now we're
Yeah.
beware of the stranger. Are we? Do we have a song for tonight? Did you start working on it?
I did not. Yesterday was pretty busy. We had a funeral and a bunch of other stuff. So I can probably work on it today. Where'd my notes go?
Beware of that stranger in a
Yeah.
driving a two-tone truck. He'll offer you food and ask if you'll. Anyway.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, Lord.
What?
I hope Steve's going to be well enough to do the show tonight.
I hope so too.
So he said he's just too tired. He was too tired to do a show, or
He said he's just not feeling well.
Yeah, he said I won't be on this morning, not feeling well, but we'll be up tonight, I hope.
I like how he chats with you guys, but I didn't hear anything from him.
It was in the morning disaster chat.
Oh, I wasn't in there. So I'll swear at him in there.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, Holly, you are correct.
Of course, Dan farted like a. God forbid he not pass wind while doing the show.
Impossible.
He goes right for it. Hell with it. If you look at his face, you can kind of see him every once in a while going.
I thought I could, sneak it in while I was laughing, but apparently
There's no sneaks with your
no.
Your flatulence is so loud. There's no sneaks. You know what I mean? It's hard to it's hard to sneak any of those.
Irene's commenting on the drum set, and so is Holly. The drum set behind us. I don't know if you noticed it. That's
yeah. When did you get?
That was Gabriel's Christmas present, and he loves it.
Ask who plays it more, though.
Well,
It's for Gabriel.
It's perfect size for Dan.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Did you show him how to? Are you showing him how to play it, or?
Yeah, he's very stiff armed though. We got to get him to loosen his wrists up. Yeah.
Make sure to show him cross-handed. Don't let him play left-handed.
Yeah.
Because if he plays left-handed, he'll hit the hi-hat with his left hand, and then it'll screw him up. So have him play cross. Hit the hi-hat with the right hand.
Yep. And the hi-hat has a pedal on it too, but he can't work both feet at once.
But the pedal's just to open it up or close it, the hi-hat.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, have him keep the beat with the right hand, and then the left hand is doing the snare.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons we wanted him to try this is he has issues with gross motor control.
Yeah.
This will help his hand-eye coordination. He really needs it as far as his feet are concerned, because if one of his foot moves, the other one will do the same thing.
Yeah.
So he can't work his feet independently yet. But
at least keeping the with his right foot, keeping that will help. Yeah, but I'm saying that as if he's something that he wants to do when he's older, he doesn't want to learn. If he learns left-handed, it'll screw him up.
Yeah, and he'll stay left-handed if he learns that way.
Yeah. So now, if you
And
teach
they'll-
him how to hit, if you teach him how to hit in baseball, teach him left-handed. But
Yeah. Now, see, I hit better left-handed, and I golf better
Yeah.
left-handed.
I can hit left-handed, I hit with power right-handed, but I've always hit always could bat left-handed better. So, but teach him how to bat left-handed because this is anybody who has a child wanting to play baseball, softball, whatever. It's a shorter distance between home plate and first base for a left-handed hitter than for a right-handed hitter.
It's like 2 extra steps, right?
Yeah. And it does make a difference. It makes a difference going from the left side.
Because when you're hitting left-handed, you're already stepping off in the right direction.
Yeah.
And Elliot got himself an acoustic guitar for Christmas. We
Nice.
had it.
Yeah.
Santa left them all in this room instead of under the big tree. So there was a
Okay.
whole presentation of letting them into the room, and they both immediately ran to their instruments. I got a musical instrument too.
Now we heard it earlier.
No, that's the trumpet.
What's your musical instrument? Do you
Well, I had a dream a couple of weeks ago that we started a band, a family band.
oh boy.
So we had Elliot on guitar, we had Gabriel on drums, and then my musical instrument of choice was the squeaky hot dog. In my dream, I was playing the squeaky hot dog. So she got me a squeaky hot dog for Christmas. So we sat here and had a jam session Christmas morning.
Oh yeah, it was great.
I would love. I bet Dan's gonna be a member of the Itchy Pickles when I bring the Itchy Pickles back next year. Dan's gonna be playing the squeaky hot dog.
On bass, so and so. On drums, so and so. And on squeaky hot dog, Psycho Dan. Wait, squeaky dog solo.
Ah. Oh my god! I love the squeaky hot dog. What a great instrument.
I had to do it.
Yep, it's great.
It's like the boys are both getting instruments for Christmas. I'm getting my hot dog.
Mhm.
Did you guys hear there was the fault? You know the fault that
New Madrid.
yeah. The fault that was going to affect us is the New Madrid fault. There was an earthquake yesterday.
Did not know that.
Yeah, there was an earthquake. It must have been somewhere around here. They must have felt it.
Well, let's find out. I have an earthquake tracker on my phone.
Yeah, I guess it was yesterday. Missouri. It would have been Missouri.
Yep, there it is. It was
Yeah.
just inside Arkansas, south of Manila, Arkansas.
Yeah, the quake struck approximately 11:46 yesterday. They had a tremor along the New Madrid, Missouri fault, registered 3.8 magnitude on the Richter scale.
Yeah.
The 3.8 is the largest Missouri quake since the 2.9 that struck back in October.
Yeah, there it is on the map.
Yeah, so isn't that crazy? Like they always have they have a quake once a year or so, and they had one yesterday. There was a quake in the New Madrid. So I'm just asking if anybody felt it. I guess we did. There's no proof that we felt it up here, but we could have. We could have because the New Madrid fault, how close it is to here. So, but they say that's the big one. That one day, they say that one day that fault will have a big earthquake that will cause a lot of damage. They could like destroy St. Louis.
I believe it was back in the 1800s that fault cracked off big enough so that it made the Mississippi River run backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's nuts. But I don't think it's ever going to affect us here in Springfield, right?
The New Madrid Fault runs north-south. I mean, if it happens big enough and in the right spot, it'll hit us.
I
We
know.
had one.
I felt one. I know it. We had one in 1987. It was 87 or 88. There was one big enough, a tremor big enough that we felt it here in. Well, I was in Jacksonville at the time, so it would have been 87. I was working. I was on the air at WYMG when it hit, and it was the craziest.
We had one.
Craziest thing I ever felt. I was like, "What the hell was that?"
We had one here recently, like, I don't know, 2010, 12, 13, something like that. I was sitting at work, and all of a sudden my chair started rocking back and forth.
Yeah. That's crazy. In 87 is when, I mean, that was the weirdest thing I've ever felt. And it's the only time I've ever been in an earthquake. And it was, nuts. Damn. So, yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, earthquakes are weird. It's such an alien feeling.
Yeah, so Karen says we had one, we felt one here in the early 2000s, but
yeah,
I guess I didn't experience that one. So
yeah, it was weird. I was sitting at my desk working, and my chair just started rocking backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I know it's the weirdest feeling. You know, I could have moved to LA and felt them all the time, but. Oh, well. Yeah. So I hear about how dangerous that
Good old Puddin'.
Did Pudding do that one?
Yep.
Puddin' sent it to me.
Oh, that's the new that's my new Facebook photo. I took that
Sure.
photo,
That's fucking awesome.
that photo's from like 2000, maybe 2001. That was when I was on the air at WQLZ. Someone took a picture. That's what that photo's from. But I look so much younger. I put that one up of my Facebook photo. I got to get this hair dark again.
Oh, here we fucking go again.
Paul says Dan probably jerks off to tornadoes. Well, wouldn't shock me.
No, because the wind will blow it back in my face.
I need to give me some advice. Any of you guys out there that any of you guys out there that have done it, give me some good hair advice. What should I do?
I've done it, and it was horrible. Don't do it. That's my advice.
It was horrible?
Yeah, it looked like somebody spray painted my head.
I think I'd look good. I'm going to grow my hair long again, I think. I'll grow long hair. Maybe I'll get some extensions put in.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, hell.
I'm going to get extensions put in. And yet, I'm going to make the extensions jet black.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Jeff wants to know if you can bring Sean Balint back while Steve's out. We need some patheticism here.
Yeah. No, I want my hair to be black again. The worst. That's the worst part of getting old. Because I got to tell you, I had beautiful black hair.
Everybody in the chat says you'll look ridiculous.
Well, my black hair looked fantastic when I was young.
Paul's telling me I need to glue my pubic hairs to my head.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a bit difficult.
Because you don't have any.
If I
Better
glued my
start growing
pubic
them
hairs
out.
to my head, I would have less hair on my head than I have now.
I still want to shave my pubic hair, but
Oh, good God.
yeah.
Puddin's got a point. Ask your wife what she wants to do with your hair.
Well, my wife colors her hair. So, and here's the other thing.
We've
My
discussed this before. It's different.
No, let me explain. My wife doesn't even want me saying my real age.
Because it makes her old.
Yes, exactly. So it's not me that has a problem with it. It's my wife.
So ask your wife what she wants you to do with your hair that will help her.
I'll tell you right now, she'd say, make my hair as dark as possible so I'd look younger.
Then have her do it so it's done right, or have Doran do it or something. Because if you just go get like Just for Men, your head's going to look spray painted.
Yeah. Well, I would. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But my wife gets mad if I say my real age. Because she's like, I don't think she has a problem with her age, but she's in a competitive field and they're always women in their 30s, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And she just doesn't want her age being an issue,
Yeah, when you're in a competitive market like that,
Yeah.
you have to, and you're competing with younger people.
And my wife does not look her age.
No.
She looks younger than she is, so I don't blame her. But when her husband looks as old as I do, people are going to figure out her age.
Update from Steve. Nothing set. Still waiting on more tests and results. Hopefully tomorrow they will have all the info they need to make a plan of action.
That foot is so dirty that it infected his heart.
They're going to have to flood his body with antibiotics, and he's going to have to receive some serious wound care.
Yeah. Oh, dirty. Oh, yeah.
You're getting yelled at. People are saying, don't dye your hair.
I see, but I might color my hair.
I've told him. He doesn't listen.
Let him do what he wants.
Yeah,
If he wants to look like a buffoon, go ahead.
And when he ends up looking like a 70s porn star, we can all laugh at him.
I don't think I look like a buffoon. I think my face is young.
You would look ridiculous.
Look at my face. Look how young it looks. I don't have any wrinkles. Look at that. Look how young I look.
Now, the problem is, though, if you dye your hair, you're going to have to stay. You're going to have to stay clean shaven all the time because you have gray starting to happen on your face.
Oh, it's all gray. There's no dark.
So
yeah,
you're going to be shaving twice a day just to keep that gray off your face, so your face matches your hair.
Dude, I hate to shave.
So
oh my God. Carlos says, if I color my hair, when I sweat, I'll look like Rudy Giuliani. Yeah, you're right. I probably.
And Jeff Cole says you'll look even more like George Santos.
No, George Santos looks young. I mean, I think Santos is young, but he looks really young.
Says men who dye their hair look sleazy. I think men who go through all that trouble to dye their hair look like porn stars or look like people who are so overcome with vanity, which, Ray is, but that's not the point.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I want to. If I got to pick a George to look like, I guess I'll pick Clooney over Santos.
Paul says you'll look like you on an episode of Catch a Predator.
I hope is one of the hosts.
No, it was one of the
one of the hosts, not one of the guests.
You'll look like one of those Lego minifigures with the hair cap.
I should dye it like a color. You know what I mean?
Oh, Lord.
Like a blue. Is that people with the blue hair? Or... I don't know.
Paul, be careful. Irene has noticed you.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Stand by for nudes.
Ray's gonna look like Rudy Giuliani under testimony when you dye your hair and go to the gym. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to be I don't want to be sweating out the. Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe I should just grow it out long again. So I think when it was long, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When it was long, it just looked, it didn't matter what color it was.
Shave it all off and get your head tattooed.
No.
Oh, hell no.
Like it does, right?
We met a guy at the funeral last night who had most of his scalp tattooed. And I was trying not to stare, but then we started talking about tattoos, and he was telling me about his head. And I said, well, yeah, I was trying to look without actually looking. He said, well, I thought I was going bald, so I had my head tattooed. But now I'm not going bald, and I have to shave every day.
Well, Marvin has tattoos on his head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like Warner Brothers characters on his head. But something about he found out they were copywritten, that somebody owns those characters. And so when it comes for publicity photos, he had to take publicity photos when we were syndicated.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody said, well, those are copyrighted. Those are copywritten. And so there's all kinds of problems with the tattoos on his head. So his level of fame is only going to be so much because of the copywritten images he has on his head. So I just, so it would cap his fame level, which would drive Marvin crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if tattoos on your head is a good idea. Oh well. Yeah. Tom says, shave your hair off. Shave your hair off, and you and Boobas can be penis head brothers. Boobas, here's Boobas's deal. He is not bald. Boobas, he doesn't even have a receding hairline.
No, he has great hair. He just chooses to shave it.
Boobas's hairline's like down to here, and he just shaves it, which makes no sense. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. I just don't get it, I think he should grow his hair out. I think he'd look even better. But now we've got both Bubba and Steve are both in the hospital at the same time. I can't imagine which one's driving nurses more crazy.
There were pictures in the chat last night. Bubba admitted to groping a nurse, and then the nurse got in the picture with him.
Yeah.
And Steve was making comments about these young nurses with no panties.
How does he know? How does he know whether or not the nurses are wearing panties?
Have you ever seen a girl in scrubs before?
So I'm saying he's just he's guessing what they look like.
He said these young nurses running around with no panties on drives me nuts.
Well, how does he know that they're not wearing? So they could be wearing a thong.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning towards.
Yeah.
Let him have he's got his imagination going.
Yeah, let him think what he wants to think.
You're right. Let his imagination go crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, let his
he needs a little happiness.
Yeah, you're right. I'll let his joy meters go off the tracks.
Yeah. They keep that shit up, he's gonna have more heart problems.
Yep. By the way, today is Nikki's, the late great Nikki's birthday.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So we should all eat an ice cream bar in her honor.
Yeah, she's no longer with us, but you're right. Maybe it's time to eat an ice cream bar for breakfast. Good old Nikki. So is it is it supposed to start snowing today? And what time is it supposed to start?
At noon or later.
Shoot, well, noon's. I'll be still working out by noon. Trying to check my weather app because I don't want to drive in the snow.
I don't blame you. People see one little snow flurry and everybody freaks the hell out and starts driving like idiots.
Well, let's see. Well, I'm not seeing any snow. I'm not seeing any snow now. There's snow. Well, rain tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be cold enough for snow. So let's hope, right?
I think if we're going to get it, we should just fucking get it. You know, if you're going to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Either not at all or shut the whole city down.
Well, for me, I'm just trying to figure out my workout schedule. So, I just want to know if I have to work out or. Oh, is that Bubba's photo with the nurse?
Yeah, that's the nurse he was feeling up. She
Yeah.
apparently told him to feel her pants, so he rubbed her thigh.
So he's molesting.
Yeah, and she's happy about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
how
both
nice.
up there molesting nurses.
They're-
Steve said he copped a feel too.
Yep.
Some nurse's crotch.
Yeah.
What kind of perverts are they?
The kind that molest nurses.
So they're nurse molesters. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TJ is apologizing for missing Steve. You didn't miss Steve. Steve hasn't been on.
Yeah,
He's not
Steve
well
didn't-
enough to be on today.
He wouldn't even come on today. How lazy. Very lazy. You see, I was looking forward. I was up last night. I'm going, well, at least Steve will be on for at least 5 minutes tomorrow, which will be great. The top 5 minutes. And he never showed up. How freaking. So he says he'll be better tonight. So he'll be on the subscriber show tonight, everybody.
With his tales of molestation.
Yeah. Oh, he's been molesting nerds.
That's a new show for Steve. Tales of molestation.
Yeah.
God.
The tales of Steve Stanton, the man whose fingers smell like nurse.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
oh, those poor nurses. He's trying to cop feels while being taken care of. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, he said one of them was working on him last night, and she kept leaning her hoo-ha up against his hand, so he just stuck his finger out.
Oh, that sounds so perverted. You know?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Grandpa Pervert's playbook.
Yep.
Hey, I got a cologne sampler. Remember I was talking about I was trying to find a new fragrance?
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter got me a sampler of Tom Ford colognes. Oh my God. It smells so good. Yeah, so there's 2 of them. There were 3 different scents. 2 of them are really good, and the other one's horrible. The other one smells like an old man, and the other 2 smell really good. But I can't remember which one smells the shitty one. You know what I mean? I think I'm just gonna get rid of that bottle. But
Give it to Steve.
yeah, I'm good as a gift to somebody. But yeah, I like the good ones that smell good are awesome.
I don't know who this Paul is, but I'm starting to like him.
He's gonna get bounced is what's gonna happen to him. No, Ray smells wonderful. I'm gonna start deleting comments from this guy. Tell you what, right now. Yeah. But I want to get more samples, but they don't give out samples anymore.
Mm-mm.
Just to get just to find proper smells. I'd like to. What was that one you were telling me about? Sounded really good, and I can't remember the name of it.
Voyage, wasn't it?
I gotta find that one and try it. DC says go to Sephora. I don't want to go to Sephora. What am I? Jesus. I'm not going inside a Sephora. I just want, oh, last night. Oh yeah, Nautical Voyage is one.
Yeah, that's it.
I want to try that.
Wonder why Tom remembers that.
I don't know. By the way, Tom is one of the finalists for Listener of the Year. So I want to give our Listener of the Year finalist, and then your last chance to nominate someone is this morning. So have you gathered up any nominations, Christina?
We've had no new nominations since we discussed it the other day. So anybody wants, you can nominate anyone except for a host or Irene, because Irene's already won. So get us your final nominations in before the start of tonight's show, and we'll tally the.
So the nominations we've got nominations are Bubba the Baker, or Bubba.
We have
Bubba
Karen, DA, Puddin' Pop, Cindy Lopian, Bubba the Baker, Brady the Birdman, and then Stephen Boobas.
Yeah, and then Steve and Boobas are nominated as.
So you can nominate anybody, or you can tack your nomination onto one of these that we already have.
And then we'll vote tonight. We'll vote, and it's members of the show and Irene voting tonight for who's going to be Listener of the Year. Who's it going to be? Last year was Irene.
Yep.
We'll see who's going to be. Who's it going to be? I'll tell you, DA got me a popcorn. That's a pretty good gift.
He's trying to buy his.
Yeah, he might be buying his way in.
Yep, he is.
Good way to do it.
Oh, Stice says, I'm back. Nominate me. What have I missed?
Welcome back.
Stice,
Has anybody nominated Stice?
He's eligible.
Yeah, has he gotten a nomination? Listener of the Year, Stice.
Stice has missed out on Steve going to the hospital.
Oh yeah, Steve had a heart attack. He's in the hospital. His foot was so dirty that it caused his heart to give up.
Countdown to Stice cheering. 5, 4.
No, Steve's heart said, "Fuck it, I give up," because his foot was so dirty that his heart just gave up. So, yeah. DC says the caveat is they listen to the show, right? Does Steve really listen? No, but Steve pays more attention to that chat room than he does the show. He listens to that damn chat room all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a viewer. He's not a participant.
Yeah, because like I said, he gets lost so much in the show. He starts reading the chat room. He looks like he's having a stroke.
There it is. That's what I was waiting on right there.
Wow.
And here we go.
Oh, sorry. There it is.
There we go. That's all it
Stop
took.
it.
Because
Stop touching the screen.
I nominated. Yeah, Vogue did nominate. Stice.
Put him on the list.
Yeah. So there you go. Stice is the other Listener of the Year nominee. And City says Steve's a voyeur. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's a watcher.
That's why. That's why he's not on the show. Because he's got his phone. When he's doing the show from his phone, he can't see the chat room.
Yeah.
So he hates it.
Mm-hmm.
He's so disinterested in what we're actually saying that he has to have his own show in his head by reading the chat.
When you're on the show, you have one job, which is pay attention to what's going on in the broadcast and comment to make it better. And you can't do that when you're reading the chat room. So, that's why he has such a hard time. He looks like he's having a stroke all the time. He's,
And then he'll laugh about something that was typed 10 minutes ago.
That's the weed.
Yeah.
Delayed reaction.
And he's high as shit all the time.
Yeah, but that's fun.
He hasn't had any weed now since he's been in the hospital, right?
Right.
They don't.
I don't think they allow weed breaks.
He's gonna be. Whew.
So you can't even sneak up a vape to him, huh?
Probably sneak him some edibles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want it interacting with anything that might have him on.
Yeah,
So
this is
let's not.
true.
He's just gonna have to stay clean for a while.
Clean
meaning no drugs.
I just gave him the coolest Christmas gift that has THC pills.
Oh.
It's pills. It's those pills that are I don't know. You put pills together?
Yeah.
Whatever they call those.
Capsules.
Capsules.
They're capsules filled with pure THC.
Oh wow. That sounds dangerous.
No, it's it's for people with high what's it
Anxiety.
called? No, it's when you smoke you have to smoke so much.
High tolerance.
Yeah, it's people with really high tolerance, which of course Steve has. So I gave him pure THC capsules. That's one of his, that's part of his Christmas gift. So.
No, Tom, it's not nitro.
I have. I'm going to swing by your house and bring you guys your Christmas gifts. I got tamales and stuff for you guys.
Right, fucking.
I was gonna go last night, but then my wife texts me at like 8:30 and says, "Oh, I'm at Bella's house." And I was like, "Oh Jesus!"
Surprise!
Night.
Well, we were out anyway. We had a funeral and then a post-funeral gathering.
Stice says he needs a favor. What's your favor, Stice?
Uh-oh.
Should I drum roll?
I'm guessing. He wants us to pull the plug.
Oh. Go up to Steve's room and pull the plug.
Leave poor Steve alone.
Oh, he left the
Oh, he
free
wants-
subscription link and wants to be added back.
Yeah. Why did you leave? I thought I added you back once, didn't I?
You did, and then he left again.
Oh, really? Oh, God! Why did you leave?
He left, and you're like, that fucker. You put him back in,
Oh,
and then
that's
he
right,
left again.
He left again?
Yeah.
Goddamn Stice. Why
Who
would
is
you
this
leave?
dude?
I don't know.
Who's what, dude?
This Paul Peters.
Okay, I'm going now. Okay, bye.
From the sound of things, he's already got severe brain damage, so I don't know that we're going to miss anything.
I'll add you. I'll re-add you as soon as I figure out how. Add people. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, Puddin'. No.
Oh, hell.
Ray is going to swing by Dan and Chrissy. You know what the three of them will be doing. Wow, chicka wow, wow. I'll show you what else his squeaky hot dog can do.
Oh.
You can break out your new toy.
Yeah, I think I just added you. I think he just got added again. So
Let's see.
Yeah, we're
Yep, he's
checking.
in.
Yep, there he is.
all right, so you're added, brother.
Irene, damn. She said if you did that, it'd be the most action you've gotten in months.
Oh.
So Stice has a lot of stuff going on, but it's good stuff. I wonder if he's going to get a. I wonder if he's getting some kind of
Wonder if he's getting his new kidney.
fake kidney.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so, brother. I hope so.
And he volunteers to pull the plug on Steve.
Well, I wonder if they'll let us decide who gets to pull it,
Oh, Jesus.
or if we could give it away.
Raffle it off.
Hey, there's our next contest. Yeah.
So tonight's show, we will name the listener of the year, which is
The
pretty,
listener of the year gets to pull Steve's plug.
yeah. Listener of the year will decide whether or not the plug gets pulled. Could you imagine putting that pressure on somebody? Damn.
Oh, hell, Irene. His mom will probably do it. That's for ruining Christmas.
Yeah, we never heard the story. We never heard the story from him. Remember, he told my wife the story, but he hasn't, you know what I mean? But he never told us.
Yeah, we're leaving it up to him. Shh.
DC says, I'll do it.
Holly finds it offensive, though.
Yeah.
She's not amused.
Well, Holly, then you're going to be the one we choose to do it.
Oh, Lord.
Damn.
We pick Holly to do
No.
it because I want to see. I'd like to see her because she's found positives in both pulling and not pulling.
Yeah.
I
You
wanna
gotta see that inner turmoil,
and
that conflict.
I'd like to see that turmoil play out.
No. No. No.
I'd love to see it. Oh well.
TJ, I don't know what you mean by run a poll. That sounds like something you'd be doing on your own in private.
And that'd be POLL.
Yeah, if you were to spell it correctly.
Yeah. Because running a POLE is a whole different. Now you're talking about something completely different.
Yeah, then I got to get my wallet out and start throwing ones at you.
Oh, God.
No, I'll break it and get change. I'll throw quarters at him. What else you got, Ray?
I'm just checking the news
Yeah.
to see if there's anything else, I'll tell you what I gave, which was and it must have been good because I actually got comments on it, was when I gave the places that would be open and closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, right? So I'm trying to find something similar to that.
Oh, the New Year's Day closings?
Yeah, I'm trying to find New Year's, what's going to be open or what's happening and what's going on and all that stuff. So,
I think you'll have more options than you did for Christmas Day. There are more places.
I'm not planning on doing anything on New Year's Eve.
I plan on recovering New Year's Day.
But there are definitely some things around Springfield that'll be going on. And this New Year's Eve, of course, but all right. The Illinois State Museum is going to have a New Year's countdown celebration. Who wants to count down New Year's at the Illinois State Museum? And it's open from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Well, if it's open at 3:30, what are they going to count down to 3:30?
We're going to be closing in 5, 4.
When you say you're having a countdown, That leads me to believe you're open at midnight. No,
Right.
You want to count down to 3:30. What the hell? Here's First Night Springfield. The Springfield Area Arts Council and the Hoagland Center for the Arts are joining forces for the 36th annual First Night Springfield New Year's celebration. Free events include ice skating at Union Square Park at noon and interactive children events at the Hoagland from 1 until 2:45 p.m. Well, who
So-
count down the New Year at 2:45 p.m.?
An hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Excuse me while I celebrate.
Then tickets
Oh,
are
wait,
gonna
I'm
be
done.
required. Tickets are required for a performance from the Capitol Big Band, Capital City Improv, and Springfield International Folk Dancers. And they will all be taking the stage at 6 p.m.
So all three of them taking the stage at 6 p.m. How
What the
fucked
heck?
up is that going to be?
And
Unless
they're-
it's three separate stages.
Well, listen, but still none of them get over at midnight.
Remember when First Night used to run till midnight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when you would count down to midnight. None of these places are even open at midnight.
Yeah, First Night Springfield used to run till midnight, and I'm wondering if they had to stop doing it because it basically turned into Drinking Fest. Remember Lincoln Fest? Were you
Yeah.
here for Lincoln Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to shut that down because it was just a big drunk party. So I'm wondering if they did that to First Night.
Probably.
The Kidseum of Health and Science is open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They'll be counting down to the New Year too. How are you counting down to the New Year if you're only open till 2 p.m.?
I don't get it. That makes no sense to me.
It's ridiculous. That's the museum that's just for kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence the name Kidseum,
I can't.
which Steve is banned from entering that place.
I cannot even figure out how much money it would take to get me to ever go to that place. Good. The Ad Astra Wine Bar and Market is marking the celebration of 2024 by taking the celebration back to the 1920s. This year's theme is based on the 1925 novel The Great Gatsby, and guests are encouraged to dress the part. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to go to a fucking costume party on New Year's Eve.
So it's going to be a bunch of people dressed as flapper girls drinking Prohibition booze.
None of these celebrations are at midnight.
You know what I'm going to be doing at midnight?
Damn,
Probably.
I mean, I'll be watching the countdown on TV if I want to watch it at midnight. If I want something to do at midnight.
Thank you, Puddin'. That is the first thing you have ever said that actually makes sense.
What did he say?
Lame.
Yeah. I remember when we would have big parties, and at midnight, this is what I liked about it. At midnight, we would count down the New Year, and everybody would start kissing everybody. Oh man. It'd be awesome. And I would always be on the stage. And my wife would sometimes she'd be in the crowd. So I would have to kiss whoever was with me on the stage. You know what I mean?
What was that guy's name?
No, it was, I'd always kiss like Michelle the Weather Babe or Doran or, you know
The
what I mean?
bass player.
And then I'd make my way over to my wife and kiss her as well. So, yeah.
So you were playing Community Herpes.
Oh God.
But then after my daughter was born, my wife didn't even go to the New Year's Eve celebration. So I'd kiss like the hottest fan that'd be checking out my band. You know what I mean?
His name was Joe.
No, it was never a him. Fine.
That guy's pretty hot. Come here, you.
find some hot girl that was dancing with big tits and bring her on stage. No, but I used to love counting down the new year, and whatever bar I was at, they'd always get a bunch of champagne, and just I'd take a bottle and chug a bottle. It would be a good time, man. Everybody's so happy when it hits New Year because you feel like you get a brand new start. So,
Yep.
Everybody was always happy. And by the way, best kisser out of that group?
Doran.
No, Michelle. I think Michelle the Weather Babe. Yeah. Michelle the Weather Babe. That's who
She had a lot of practice.
I'm just saying that I haven't kissed a lot of people other than my wife, but I'm telling you, Michelle the Weather Babe was the best kisser. Of course, Doran was. It freak me out kissing Doran. You know what I mean? Michelle the Weather Babe was, I don't know, I only got the one smooch at midnight, but she was the better kisser. Doran was too
Reserved.
She was just too sexy. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You just feel like you're getting in trouble kissing Doran. You know what I mean? Oh man. So it would make me uncomfortable. But Michelle the Weather Babe is just like, that's just like natural,
So Michelle wasn't sexy.
No, Michelle was very sexy. She was very sexy, but I'm saying there was a lot of comfort in.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not insulting. I'm trying not to insult her or Doran, but I'm telling you, of the girls on the show, when it would become midnight, and you had to kiss somebody, Michelle was the better kisser because she didn't.
She didn't make a big deal of it.
She never made a big deal. It's just like, she was the better. I think she was the best kisser. Because I'm trying to think. I think there was a time. Who else would I kiss? Maybe what's her name from when we were syndicated? Why am I forgetting?
Chasey? No.
No, Chasey was on the show in 2000 and 2000. And then it was Allison. And I don't think I kissed Allison. But Allison, I imagine, would have been. I don't think I was with her on New Year's, though. So, only time I ever kissed anybody was on New Year's. But Allison, Allison. Maybe I kissed Allison on New Year's sometime. I don't know, but I don't remember it, which I should because I liked Allison a lot. She was very fun, very likable. But I remember kissing. Oh, and Adam says Missa. Yeah, I kissed Missa in 2008, I think. Yeah, but Missa was more like a younger sister to me. You know what I mean? But the one I remember being really easy, emotionally easy to kiss was Michelle. You know,
you remember Michelle being easy?
No, I remember
she'll
her.
love that.
Well, no, I'm just saying that. I mean, she'd understand what I'm saying. I don't mean.
I think a lot of guys remember Michelle being easy.
I'm just saying that kissing her was very easy. There was no. I didn't have any concerns that anything was, more than it was with Michelle. Doran was, it was a big production, she was too good looking, you know what I mean by with Doran? She was too good looking, and so there was no sexual tension. When I kissed Michelle, it was just easy. But I think that those are the only ones I remember. And I'm sorry. By the way, if there's anybody else out there, I'm sorry that I don't remember. And I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm just
He just means your kiss wasn't memorable.
No, I'm just saying that the ones I remember that weren't my wife that I kissed were Michelle and Doran. Those are the ones that I remember.
Didn't you make out with one of Dee's friends?
Oh yeah, but that's when we were doing what are those shots called?
Glamour shots?
No, we were at a bar one night and we were doing the shots where you put a lime in your mouth or a lemon in your mouth and you kiss someone while you're sucking on the lemon.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, so we did there was it was some kind of if it was lemon, it would have been some kind of lemony shot. But you had salt, and I don't think it was any kind of tequila, but it was salt, and then you take the shot, and then I think it was a lemon drop, and then you grab the lemon out of the person's mouth. And my wife's friend Sadie, who was also my friend, but Sadie would kiss you every time you took the lemon out of her mouth. So I did that with my wife's friend Sadie, but I don't think my wife minded because she was also putting lime in her mouth, and I don't know. But I think she kissed Sadie as much as I did. But those were really good shots. But I remember kissing Sadie when I took the shot. But I think those were lemon. I think they're called lemon drops. That was a good time. That was a good time. But yeah, and she's the one I remember because there were a bunch of people doing shots, and I took the lemon out of a bunch of girls' mouths. But the one I remember is Sadie because she kissed me every time. So I was like, oh yeah, But I'm saying when it comes to kissing people that aren't my wife, the ones I was most comfortable with was Michelle the Weather Babe and my wife's friend Sadie. Those were the two that were, that were the easiest, that I didn't feel bad about. I don't even know what that means, but I didn't feel any. I never got a salty. There was no salty rim job.
No, he wiped the salt off first.
They put the lime or the lemon in their mouth, right? And then you take the lemon out of their mouth with your mouth. So your lips come together. And my wife's friend Sadie would kiss me every time we did it. But it wasn't an uncomfortable because listen, let's preface with, and you guys know this, I am not a touchy guy. I don't like being touched. So let's get that right out there because I have a problem with strangers or anybody touching me. But I'm just saying that, it made me uncomfortable, except two people that didn't make me uncomfortable were Michelle the Weather Babe and my wife's friend Sadie. That I never got that uncomfortable feeling. Like Tom says, let's all go visit Ray and hug him. Yeah, that would make me very uncomfortable. I don't like being hugged. I don't like being kissed. I just don't, that's not my cup of tea. But those two, I remember, I wasn't bothered by it. So I don't know what that says, or if I'm a pervert or what, but,
I'm calling bullshit on this one.
Oh, come on.
I call bullshit there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know damn well she likes being touched. No, but I'm very weird about being touched. But also Doran knows. Doran knows that I have a weirdness about being touched, and so she'll use it to her advantage. You know?
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
Just to make me uncomfortable. Because, she knows how uncomfortable I am. So, anyway. Well, I just looked at the time. I should probably go work out to try to avoid the snow.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steve will be with us tonight. We have a show at 6 o'clock tonight. Steve will be with us. And Tom says Dan wants to touch his chest. Lori and I talk about Dan's obsession with it all the time.
I absolutely do not want to touch his chest. I have a feeling it would be like sticking my fingers in steel wool.
Karen says she's not a touchy-feely person either, but she hates people standing behind her.
I don't like having people behind me.
Yeah,
I'm too paranoid for that.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes me uncomfortable or not, but
We were at
because
the funeral last night, and I kept trying to find a wall to stand against so I couldn't get people behind me.
there usually aren't people behind me. Yeah, DC says he's not a fan of being touched either. And there are girls that enjoy hugging him because of it. Yeah, people that love making you uncomfortable, right? I'm telling you, Doran's like that. And I love Doran, but she knows she'll make me crazy by touching me. And she gets a joy out of making me uncomfortable. TJ, you're right. Tom, why would you include Dan in your phone set?
Somebody has to provide the visuals.
It's very
Somebody has to provide something upon which they can base their fantasies.
Yeah, putting Dan as part of your phone sex is very odd.
Very.
So when do you think Tom's going to come to town?
I don't know.
Hopefully soon. So they can
No.
both get it out of their system.
I imagine shortly after he gets to town, he's going to go to town,
I'm sure that's the plan.
I'll be honest. I don't know how that works out. You know what I mean?
I thought he was here already. We were behind some guy last night on a Dirksen. And the car was it Dirksen? Anyway, we were behind a car with Connecticut plates, and he was driving like a fucking moron. South Grand. That's where it was.
I was behind a guy with Connecticut plates when I was leaving Fit Club yesterday. There was a little white car with Connecticut plates. And the guy could not drive to save his life.
I think it was the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was Tom.
But he got on 55, but he could have turned off. I don't know. But he was on 6th Street, and then I ended up behind him, and then he got on 55, and I was behind him there, and the guy drove me nuts because he wouldn't slow down or speed up or, you know what I mean? Because he got in the right lane. But so I got in the left lane, and I started passing him, then he speeds up again. I was like, God damn. So then I get behind him, and then he slows down again. So I end up, going in the left lane and passing him, but it was such a pain in the ass. It's like, make up your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Karen says Springfield drivers suck most of the time. Yeah, you're right. They do.
They do. They don't
Well,
know how to drive.
This Connecticut idiot stopped. He was in the right lane on South Grand. Stopped at a green light in the right lane with his left turn signal on.
Oh, yeah. Just hate
And
it.
he wouldn't go. Like he was trying to get over to the left lane for some reason, or I don't know what was going on. And I was behind him. So finally I honked and he moved. And I was able to get around him and get in the left lane. And then later on down the road, down South Grand, he was next to us again at another stoplight. Like, why the fuck are you trying to go left back there, but now you're here?
Unbelievable. Yeah. But we'll see when Tom gets here. Is Tom going to fly in or drive or? Do we know when the plan is of him coming?
I have no idea.
Because we should plan a meet and greet when Tom finally comes to town.
Oh yeah, I told him that.
Yep.
That we'd plan one. So we could all get together.
That'd be good because I'd like to see him. Yeah.
So then I could not understand him in person.
And then Lori would go to a meet and greet.
He says he's taking the train. That would be cool.
Mhm.
The train would be nice, man.
Yeah.
That'd be a way to go.
I think that's the least stressful way to travel.
Yeah, you just sleep.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to be in a sleeper car of a train. I'd like to do that. My in-laws used to my in-laws would take a sleeper Amtrak from San Antonio all the way to here.
Oh,
You farted so badly, you just made her move.
Well, I muted the mic.
Good.
oh my God, Corey. he
Oh.
posted Tom's tickets.
Oh, I gotta see this. He posted on the meme page.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are Tom's train tickets to get here.
I gotta.
She's showing them on the screen.
That's what it'll be.
Mhm.
All that sexual tension built up.
All aboard.
They're gonna, yeah.
Next stop, Pound Town.
Here's what Tom's train tickets look like, everybody. If you're wondering. Those are Tom's train tickets. Coming to town. Yeah. Yeah, take a sleeper cart. Get a sleeper cart. Then you could just, get in the bed and sleep the whole way. Way to go, Tom. All right. All right, let's wrap it up so I can go work out. All right, guys. Thank you so much for checking us out. Catch us tonight, 6 p.m. for the subscriber show. That's tonight. And Steve will be with us.
We hope.
Love you, Steve. Get better, buddy. And we'll talk to you guys later on. Tier 3 subscribers tonight. So long, everybody.
Hey.